Hello everybody and welcome back to another session of Python programming. Today we'll look into a more interesting part of Python programming. Now what exactly do I mean by interesting part of Python programming? There are a lot of serious stuff that we are looking at. Today we'll go ahead with the fun part of learning Python programming. We plan to start today with a very interesting module that is there in Python called as Turtle. Now what exactly is this Turtle and why is it so very interesting? Let's begin our discussion. We'll quickly jump on to see some implementation on Turtle. And what we will do this time around is, since we have learned concept of functions, whatever code that we write, we will write it by using Turtle. So let's see what this Turtle is all about. So today's topic for discussion is Turtle graphics programming. So now one thing that you'll understand is Turtle is meant for graphic programming. So let's look at a bit of history. Somewhere around 1967, long time back, it was a time when C language was being developed. There's a language called as Logo that was designed by this Papret and Valley Furugzek. They designed this language called as Logo. Now, what has Logo to do with Turtle? This Papret added commands to Logo so that he could control the Turtle robot. So the logo that they had designed, there was a robo, and now this fellow added commands to it so that they can control the movement of the robot, which drew shapes on paper from his computer. Now, taking inspiration from this, we have this Turtle graphics programming now. Now, this Papret had introduced this concept of Turtle robot, which could draw the shapes on the paper from his computer. Now, we are not going to interact, or we could do that. I have one robo, I can control it through this programming as well. So we could try that. But then this Turtle graphics is now part of Python program, and we can use it for similar kind of behavior. What we do here, we have a turtle and we will be giving instruction to the turtle, and as per our instruction, the turtle will be making some moves on the screen. So we can draw lines, we can draw various shapes by giving appropriate instructions to this particular turtle. And that's precisely, we'll see how can we give those kind of instructions to that particular turtle. So if you to begin with, you'll have to import a module called as Turtle. Like we have been importing math, we have been importing typing. Likewise, this module called as Turtle will have to be imported. What will this module contain? Like yesterday, we wrote a program that program contained too many functions. Likewise, this Turtle module will contain the description of the turtle, and the various shapes which are available, and the various operations that we can perform on those items. Now, this is our fellow turtle that we will be controlling. So what are the basic commands which are available in this turtle? We have a command like forward that can move the turtle forward by this particular coordinates. So by this many number of steps, moves the turtle forward in the direction it is facing by X steps. So what is the value of X? That is an integer that we give. By that many number of steps, the turtle will move forward, depending on whichever direction it is facing. Likewise, we can move backward, we can move to the left, we can move to the right. As far as the movement of the turtle goes, these are basic commands which are available: forward, backward, left, right. Now, when I say left, it will go clockwise, counterclockwise, anti-clockwise, I can say. And when I say right, it will go clockwise. So you can turn. Now, the parameter X over here is the degree. So you can specify by 90 degree, I would like to turn turtle. By 80 degree, I would like to turn a turtle. Don't say 360 because it will come out back to the same place. Now, instead of using this forward, back, left, right, these are linear names. What we could do is, you could use a short form, say turtle.right. Instead of that, I can just say turtle.rt. I'm not a big fan of these shortcuts because they are misleading at times. It's better that we write the entire word. The other thing is, like when you're working with IDs, they even prompt the complete word, the name of the function. So you don't even have to waste your time typing it. You can just press control. You can, if you press space bar, even your ideally will give the list of commands that you would like to execute. So while RT is right, FD could be forward. So you could say FD, RD if you are familiar with them. Otherwise, the better option is say forward, right and left. Likewise, LT for left and BK for backward. So you could use these shortcut commands which are available. Now, if I have to start with the turtle, once we start with the turtle will appear on the screen as an icon. The initial position of the turtle is 0,0. Now that's very confusing. When we say 0,0, and if this is the graph that we have, so people will tend to assume that this is the coordinate 0,0. Now that's the basic mistake that people commit, because once we look at a screen, we have a assumption that if this is my y-axis and if this is my x-axis, so wherever they interact at this particular place is my 0,0, because that's how we have been plotting graphs all our life. But over here, the initial 0,0 position is slightly different. So what is this initial 0,0 position? We'll understand. So the initial direction, the turtle is facing towards east. So the initial direction of the turtle is east. It's facing 0 degree, but towards east. So if the top of the screen is north, bottom is south, left side is west, and right side is east. So that means your turtle is facing towards the right side of your screen. Understand that turtle is facing by default towards right. So always, if you look at the screen, you can just say north is up, south is down. Your left hand side is the west, and your right hand side is the east. So this turtle is facing towards east. And the color of the turtle by default is black, which you could change. And the line width of the turtle is 1 pixel. That means if I draw a line using this particular turtle, it only be of 1 pixel length, very, very sharp, small line. Now, if you have to draw a line, we have to make use of a pen. The pen should be down on the paper, because if I take a pen and I'm moving the air, nothing will happen. I put it down on the paper, then it can draw lines. But now look at the coordinate system. This is something that we really have to understand. So while my center point of my circle is this is the center point of the circle. Notice the turtle which is there right at the center. So this is the angular thing that you can see right at the center. But if you watch it very carefully, it is facing towards east, right hand side. So this is 0,0. That's the center point of the turtle, and the turtle is this arrow kind of thing that you see at the in between at the center. That's your turtle, and that's facing towards east, the right hand side. Now, from here it is 0 degree, then it is 90 degree, then it is 180 degree, and then it is 270 degree, and then again becomes 360 degree. If I move anti-clockwise. So this is the direction that you have to keep in mind. If you come here, it's 90. If you go here, it is 180, and so on. So the center point is actually the intersection between the y-axis and the x-axis. So if I have to move up, I'll increment the value of y. If I have to go down, I'll have to decrement the value of y-axis. If I go on to the right, I'll be incrementing the value of x. And if I go on to the left, I'll be decrementing the value of x. So this is not the value, this is just the degree. And if I go down, I'm decrementing the value of y. If I go up, I'm going to increment the value of y. If I go towards east, I'm incrementing the value of x. If I go towards west, I'm decrementing the value of x. So using this coordinate system, we can control the movement of the turtle. So this 4 quadrant is something that you have to keep in mind. The center point is called as home. And then there's the first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant. In the first quadrant, x and y, both of them are positive. In the second quadrant, while x is negative, y is positive. In the next quadrant, x is negative, y is negative. Third quadrant, all are negative. In the fourth quadrant, while x is positive, y is negative. Now, if I am at this particular position, from here I want to go to a particular position. So in that case, I can just say go to. So what is the position that you may have already set? You can go to that location. To move a turtle to any other location on the screen, you can use go to function. And to come at the center, that is the home position, you can just say t.home. That was a basic idea about this particular turtle before we actually go ahead looking at the implementation or the demonstration as to how we can go ahead using turtle. Any questions so far? Viraj, why have you been missing the sessions?
Sir, I had power issues, short circuit issues.
कब तक मोबाइल पे भी देख सकते थे लेक्चर?
सर वो फिर ये नहीं होता ना, I can't do it on laptop, that's why. But I got the lectures from Monica, so I've been watching those.
कितने दिन पावर कट है और इस सबका?
सर वो 2 दिन हो गया था इशू, मेरे करप्ट सिस्टम भी करप्ट हो गया था विंडोज का 11 का.
Viraj, take my word, you need to spend more time learning writing programs.
Yes, sir.
Unless you are not regular, unless you don't do what assignments I give you, it will be very difficult for you to complete the course. So
Yes,
make
sir.
sure you do not miss any session under any circumstances. And
Yes, sir.
whatever assignments have been given, you have to submit those assignments on time. अगर वो करोगे, then there is the assurance that I had given you that you can get into an IT and you can make a successful career, but that commitment stands only if you are giving your 100%. कहीं भी ऐसा delay रहेगा, तो it is very difficult. Huh?
Yes, sir.
Let's start with Turtle programming. What I'll do is, instead of doing this programming in Spider, I'll avoid doing it in Spider, but I'll be opening Spider just to have a look at the commands. And we'll execute the code through IDLE. Here I am. And let's jump onto Turtle. There are a few programs that we'll look into. Let's talk about the first 4 programs that we have. Let's look at the first program. What am I doing? I'm saying import turtle, import time, and then the first command that I'm calling is turtle.screen. Now, what will let's do one more thing. While we are opening this turtle, let me also have the Python doc on the screen. Where is Python doc? We need to have documentation comment, documentation. What I'll just show you how do I add documentation to the screen. Add D colon, I have Python. Take this Python. I use Python. There is documentation. I take from this documentation index. I send it to the desktop. So henceforth, I would not be, even if I don't have internet, I can just open the documentation. It goes. So that's the shortcut, but it is difficult for us to understand. I'll just say it is Python doc. That's the name that I given. I'll change the icon. How am I doing that? I go to properties, and from here, if there's something called a change icon, let me change the icon, change icon. I'll browse. I take this icon. I say, okay, apply, okay. So that's my Python doc. So henceforth, when I click on this, it will open up Python doc for me. So I'll just say, open it in Edge. So here Python documentation has now been opened. Now, let's search for turtle. So once I start with turtle, it is opening this particular module called as turtle. So I have this particular module called as turtle. I have this particular module called as turtle. Now it says it's a graphic, turtle graphics popular way for introducing programming to kids. So don't feel like it's a kid's game, because we're going to make it some serious thing that we're going to work with. And there are some very interesting things that we'll build up. So there are various functions which are available over here. One such function which is available over here is the one that I used in the program. I'm going to keep this thing right in front. Are we talking about motion? No. Are we talking about something else? Yes. So here we have given a call to a function called as getScreen. So we are now interested in looking at the function called as getScreen. So let's look at this function, special turtle methods called as getScreen. It's a method, not a function. So what does it do? It returns a turtle screen object the turtle is drawing on. So we would like to have the graphical operations to be performed, for which we need a turtle screen on which the turtle can draw. So if I say turtle.getScreen, I'll get the screen, and then I could do whatever I would like to do with that particular screen. So that's precisely what we're doing. So what does it do? It creates a canvas. A blank canvas is a place where you paint, correct? So likewise, this is the turtle screen that we'll get. It returns a turtle screen object the turtle is drawing on. So we get that screen. Now, once I get that screen, I want a turtle to be created on that. So I say turtle.turtle. Note turtle is a package name. Package name starts with small case letter, lower case, and the name of the type. It's a type, a new date type. It will start with uppercase turtle. So this turtle will object that will get created. So I get my turtle, and once I get my turtle, I'm going to suspend the operation for 15 seconds. Yes, Prithviraj.
Can we set the screen resolution or the screen size?
Yes, all those things can be done. We'll come to it. So we have got the screen and dimensions. You mean the dimension of the screen, other things. Resolution, no, but dimension. So dimension can be checked. Resolution is something that is hardware dependent. So programmatically, we cannot control the resolution. We can change the dimension. Sometimes you would like to have a small screen. Sometimes you would like to have big screen. Resolution cannot be controlled. Dimensions can be controlled. So here, once we get this particular turtle, so it will act as a canvas, and the turtle acts like a pen. You can program the turtle to move on the screen. The turtle turtle has certain changeable characteristics like color, size, speed, the way it points, and other things. So I'll show you them. But first, let's run this particular code. For that, what I'll do is I'll start with IDAP. Yeah. Don't worry, we have to do the settings. It's the first time that this has started over here. I go Windows, we'll have to configure IDAP. Courier new, that's okay. The font size is too small. Let it change the font size to 14. Apply. Okay. That's still too small. Option. Configure. Let me make size as 16. Highlights. So this is where it has got highlighted. Choose color for normal. ID classic hai. So I'll rather use dark one. That's what I prefer. Or ID new. Oh no, I don't like this. ये dark अच्छा है. I say apply. Okay. Now one more thing that you could do is you could just have, let's see the font. File, new file. I type something. I didn't like that. Let's make it a bit bold. So font है तो हम इसे bold कर देते हैं. Okay, that's better. File, new file. That's better. Okay, so we have this particular file. Let's open up that file that we're looking at. Turtle1 is a file that we're looking at. I go to program and let's open up the file. Turtle1. So this Turtle1 is ready. The file that we just now saw is ready. It's time for us to run the program. So I say run module, and the turtle's canvas has now been opened. On the canvas in the center over here, you can see a turtle that has now been present. It's going to wait for that specified amount of seconds, and then the turtle screen will go blank. So it's a turtle graphics, Python turtle graphics. So that's the canvas and the default size. What you're asking, that's a size. And we'll see later as to how to increase or decrease the size. So the screen has got created. What have we said? Sleep for 15 seconds. So after 15 seconds, this program will get over. And to close it, I could very well close it. So that's a turtle that was created. Now let's look into some more properties of turtle. First is you get the screen. On the screen, you got to see the turtle in the center. That had a specific shape like a tip of an arrow. And it was facing towards east. Did you notice it? It was facing towards east. So let me open up the file once again. It was facing towards east. So if I run this particular code, you'll find the turtle that is created is facing towards east. East is your right side. So the turtle is facing towards the right side by default. Okay, so the turtle was simple turtle has now been created. Now, what's the next thing that we'd like to do? Let's look at some other additional operation that we can perform with the turtle. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to focus on these 4 movements. Okay. We're just trying to understand those 4 movements. So first, we say turtle.getScreen. We understood the purpose of the screen. It will provide you a canvas on which the turtle can carry out some kind of operation. We create a turtle on line number 22, and then we're saying sleep for 3 seconds. So it will sleep for 3 seconds. After it has slept for 3 seconds, we're saying move forwards by 100 steps. But now, in which direction will it go? By default, it is facing towards east onto your right hand side. We will move towards right by 100 points. Then I say go left by 90 point. Then again go forward by 100 point. So just try and understand how will the movement be. So if this turtle was somewhere over here, turtle was somewhere over here. You first said move forward by 100 points. So 100 points forward आ गया. एक मिनट.
When you say might move forward 100, so does it move by 100 pixels, or is there any unit of measurement to how much it moves?
In total, we'll call it as steps. We'll not exactly call it pixel. We'll come to it, but currently we'll say it will move 100 ahead by 100 steps. That's what we'll say. But
Okay.
now, depending on the resolution, the pixels is what it is actually the case. But we'll say 100 steps. So here, suppose we are over here. From here, it has moved towards east by 100. Then we are saying left. That means it has to take a left turn and go 90 points, 90 steps. Then again, left by 90. Left by 90 means if it's facing this side, turtle is facing this side, it'll take a left turn, anti-clockwise turn. It will start facing right hand side towards anti-clockwise. 90 degree means exactly in the center. So if you just have to look at this 90 degree, where it is looking at, let's see. तो 90 degree मतलब ऐसे ऊपर, देखिए ऊपर, या 90 degree. The turtle which is facing towards east will now face up. So once it's facing up, then what we'll do is we'll actually start moving up by 100. So it will start facing up, and once it has faced up, then we'll actually start moving up by 100. So here we go. So here up by 100 ऐसे move करते समय यहाँ face कर रहे हैं. Then after that we're saying again left. That means you start facing towards left, anti-clockwise, 90 degree, and then again we'll move by 100. Then again left. So again, and then we'll come here. So what we are going to do is we're just going to draw a square, nothing more than that. So a simple square is our objective right now.
Sir, can those degrees be changed?
Can those?
Degree 90. Can it be changed?
Yeah, it's for you to decide कितना चाहिए. 90 से लोगे तो exact square आ जाएगा. And then we sleep for 5 seconds. After we sleep by 5 seconds, it moves towards right by 90, and then forward by 100, again a left turn by 90, and backward by 100. Now these are some additional operations that it's doing. Let me comment out the rest of the operations. And only focus on what we have done till now. And even this else sleep. So let's focus only on these operations that we have. The one that we have just now discussed. This is the only operation that we'll be currently executing. Iceron module. So turtle is facing towards east. It should go ahead by 100 points. And there it goes. So it first went 100 by 100 points, took a left turn, 90 degree, again more 100, again 90 degree, more 100, again 90 degree, and 100. And that's how we are drawn a simple square. And we can do a lot with this particular square. We can change you don't want this point to be displayed, that can be done. Monica was saying, is it like a sprite? Yeah, it is a sprite. And we can have this sprite, you may not have this sprite, that's your choice. Display the turtle. Or you can make it very small. Or you can just make it a point. And you can also increase or decrease the width of this line. And also fill this line with enclosed area with some color. All such things can be done. So a simple turtle has now been created.
Why didn't the turtle sleep for 5 seconds?
It did sleep for 5 seconds. And if you want to have that particular behavior, let's go to command prompt.
Sir, is it always at the center?
It's always at the center. We'll call it as home for the turtle.
Okay, sir.
सर फॉर लूप करके भी 4 बार रन कर सकते हैं सर।
आपकी मर्जी। ये अभी पहले कमांड सिखा रहे हैं एंड वंस यू डन दैट देन अभी फंक्शंस के साथ करना है। अभी तो आई एम जस्ट इंट्रोड्यूसिंग द वेरियस कमांड्स व्हिच आर अवेलेबल, व्हाट आर वेरियस ऑपरेशंस यू कैन परफॉर्म। Now, another issue is like यहाँ से ना Python execute नहीं हो रहा है, and we want that Python to be executed from here. So what we could do is watch it. So we want Python to run from the command prompt. For whatever reason, it is not working from the command prompt. So let's go and search where Python has been installed first on C drive. So do we have any Python installed over here? Let's see. Program files. Okay, if you don't find it, don't worry. I'll say ITLE and open file location. तो ये पाइथन कहीं यहाँ है, प्रोग्राम्स के अंदर है, यहाँ कहीं तो दूर है, यहाँ आपका ये पाइथन है. Okay, and that's just a shortcut. So which file is it referring to? Right button click, open file location. Here it is. App data local. ये काफी दूर है आपका पाइथन. Here is where your Python W file is residing और जो हम लोग बार बार रन कर रहे हैं. ये एप्लीकेशन है जो हम लोग बार बार रन कर रहे हैं. When you start with this particular Python. Okay. Here when you start with Python W when the console is already there. So how do I set this? I go to environment variables. I'll go to environment variables. I'll add something called as Python path. So here we have path. I'll say new. Python path. So where is it referring to? It's referring to this directory. Everybody in this directory, which file are we referring to? Which file are we referring to? We are referring to the file called as Python W. Open. Or Python.exe. Let's say Python.exe. Okay. Okay. Let's start with the terminal or again. Last time when we said Python, it opened the Microsoft Store. Huh? Now let's see. If I say Python, will the story open over? One prompt. I say Python. I don't want this to open. I want that command to get executed. So this was Python. This is what it starts. I'll again make small change. Environment variables. What I did not do looks like I added Python path over here. Okay, but I did not add this to path variable. Yeah, add करना चाहिए वो. Okay, so I would like to add it. So I say new. I added Python path. Let's check it out. If I start with this thing, our objective is कि यहाँ Python कहने पर Python start हो जाना चाहिए. क्या बात है? Why is Python not starting? Yeah, Python W.
Do you need to restart the computer for system variables to take effect?
No, just restarting the screen is also good enough. Console.
Sir, run as admin.
नहीं, admin doesn't have to do anything with that. इसको administrative rights चाहिए नहीं हमें run करने के लिए. Let me do another thing. Let me type the entire path. I need the path has currently been added. And this is also there. I say CD and I go to that path. हो रहा है. /user/rishi app data local program python 3.11 python.exe. Look, the path was already added. My requirement expectation was it should work directly from there. And Python W is also added. We had added both of them. So even if I'm in D drive, I wonder why it's going there. Let's take it on Linux. CD. I say Python 3. this is not having this TK enter module. Not importing Python. Import turtle, it is failing to import TK enter. Let's finish up with this problem before we go ahead. Let me install it from here and see what happens. It's 50 MB, 1.1 MB. It will take some time. I hope, yeah. All right, fast. Done. Now let me say Python again. All right. So looks like there is some other issue. This Python has correctly got installed. Now this Python has got installed. Let's jump to your command. Let's say cd ecolon. Yeah, just say ecolon cd. Protocol2.py. Now this is a screen that has been created. It has completed the work. Okay. And it has gone. Got it? Rutraj, your question? Why did it wait for 5 seconds? That was your
Yeah.
question. So 5 ki jagah, if I had given 10 seconds, it would have waited for 10 seconds. But for me to demonstrate that, I'll have to go over here. And that's the reason I'll come over here now. I'll run it once again. Wait for 3 seconds, start drawing, and wait for 10 seconds. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008, 1009, and 1010. Gone. The screen is gone. So it was waiting for 10 seconds. That was just a way to demonstrate that thing.
Sir, can we put that 100 after 90, comma 90, comma 100?
No, that cannot be done. Left command का purpose है to give the degree. Forward का मतलब है move forward in whatever
Yeah.
direction it is facing. तो
Yes,
left right से आप उसकी direction change कर रहे हैं and forward से उसे आप आगे move कर रहे हैं. Yesterday or even earlier we discussed when we design a function should have a single objective. The single objective principle is very important. A function should carry out one and only one task. You should never design a function which does this as well as that. ऐसा कोई function नहीं design करना है. So left only turns towards left, right only turns towards right, and forward only takes you forward. It will not do this and that. However, writing such functions. Designers of Python are not going to commit that mistake. Here, now that we saw this movement things properly, so let's comment this thing out because we no longer plan to move the turtle now. So this was our code, and movement is something that we have understood. Or let's keep it as it is. After that, I try and move the turtle towards right. I make it move forward 100, then left 100, and then again backward 100. So this is additional thing that the turtle will do after sleeping for 5 seconds. After sleeping for 5 seconds. क्या क्या करेगा? Right turn लेगा clockwise 90 degree. फिर forward जाएगा 100 पिक्सल. तो 90 डिग्री मूव करेगा क्लॉकवाइज, 100 पिक्सल आगे जाएगा, 100 पॉइंट्स स्टेप्स आगे जाएगा, अगेन लेफ्ट बाय 100 एंड देन बैकवर्ड बाय 100. Let's see how does it move. The default one that came in Windows PowerShell, and through settings I think we can change the order. पहला क्या आना चाहिए, हमें Windows command prompt पहले आना चाहिए. तो I change the order. Save. Again. We are here. I put B colon CD Python CD programs, and I say total Python total 2 Python total 2.py. ये towards east 100 points आगे ये आ गया. अब यहाँ से we are going to move somewhere, तो right angle turn देंगे and again we are going to move forward. The right hand turn again move forward. But there is hardly anything that we could get to see. So you wanted to wait after that. You could have added wait even after this. We could just say sleep for 5 seconds. So we could sleep for 5 seconds to see where the turtle has gone. So here we are moving by a 90 degree. First we are taking left turn. Now we are going to take a right means and clockwise direction will move. Where left means we are taking left, anti-clockwise. And if I say right, it is clockwise direction will move. Then we'll go ahead by 100 points, pixels. If I say forward, it says move the turtle forward by the specified distance, and we'll call it as steps. And then again a left turn, then backward, and then sleep. Let's do that. This will go forward by 100. ये आ गया. अब यहाँ we are actually going to take a right turn and move forward by 100. ये आ गया. इस तरीके से it was actually moving. I think I did not save this file. Otherwise, it would have just waited for that additional 5 seconds so that we can see the diagram. आ गया. अब right turn 90 degree right turn forward by 100 and then left turn and 100. ऐसे आ गया. ये देखिए इसका ये फेस उल्टी जगह कर रहा है अभी. Because आपने backward कहा है ना, तो the face is now moving backward. Backward से आगे move करोगे तो it will again start moving backward in that many number of directions. वो भी देखेंगे हम. Now that we have done that, from this particular place, I say tell the turtle go to a particular location. I say go to minus 200 by 300. Now which coordinate will it belong to? Minus x plus y.
Fourth.
Second quadrant. Minus x and y is plus. तो second quadrant में जाएगा. है? X minus y plus.
Yes, sir.
Second quadrant में जाएगा. We'll go to the second quadrant. At this particular location, minus by this, and then I just suspend the operation for some second for you to have a look at it. Or like earlier what we have done, let's start with ideally. ऐसे run right 100 left यहाँ तक. अभी यहाँ से right turn 100. देखो right turn 100 and then we said backward. यहाँ से ऐसे backward move करते गया ऊपर. Okay, sorry. And after that, यहाँ से ऊपर चले गए आप कैसे? You said left turn लो 90 से, and then backward 100, and then go to minus 200 300. ये minus 200 यहाँ है, minus 200 by 300 यहाँ गए, and then sleep for 3 seconds. In this particular console, we'll have time to see. तो देखिए क्या क्या किया हमने. यहाँ तक तो आ गए थे. लाइन नंबर 32 पे देखते हैं. We said right turn. The turtle which was here will now face right turn, take a right turn by 90 degree. So it was facing downwards. So we'll take a right turn by 90 degree. Okay. So once you take a right turn, then we move forward. तो ये forward चला जाएगा by 100 points. Then यहाँ से anti clockwise turn लेंगे left. तो ऊपर फेस करेगा. That will move again by 90. 90 के ऊपर आने पर वैसे go to minus 200 by 300. तो minus 200 by 300 ऐसे चले. But since we have said backward, it is facing in this direction. Otherwise, you would have faced upwards kind of thing. So if I remove this or if I make changes, but instead of doing this, we could again ask the turtle to come back to the 0, 0. And to come back to 0, 0, you just have to say home. So if I now say turtle.home, it will take the turtle back to the home. And then I can say forward, backward. Means I could use this shortcut also. Now I say go to this location, go forward by 100, take a left turn, go right, go to that particular location, go to this location, minus 150, 100, and then move backward by this. Point is FD, ILT, and BK. And then let's sleep for some time. Let's run this code. So we made some changes. Let's run this particular code. अभी 100 पहले right, फिर up, square आ जाए. Then a right turn and move forward by 100. Then backward. अभी यहाँ से go to some location. Backward है तो backward ही जाएगा उस location तक. Minus 200 by 300. Okay, and then वापस home. And then we did all these operations. Home आने के बाद क्या क्या किया आपने? Go to this location, forward by 100, left turn by 50, go to this location and backward. So this go to will give a chance to go to any particular location on the screen. किसी भी location पे आप जा सकते हैं. Have you understood this?
बट सर बैकवर्ड का भी 100 है ना, तो वो वापस नीचे नहीं आएगा.
वो backward चलेगा 100 steps. That's it.
Sir, it went upwards for 100.
No.
Then it
No. It did not go upwards for 100. That upward for 100 was because of this command. Is that okay? Forward will move in the direction where the turtle is pointing to. This backward will move
screen share नहीं.
in the opposite direction. Screen में share किया मैंने. Yeah, just to understand this, what we could do is we could only keep those two commands and forget about others. So let's just get rid of all other commands. Just to help you understand forward and backward. Suspend this. ये forward कहा हमने. Forward के बाद I'll just sleep for some seconds. And I say my turtle dot backward. Okay. Back, move the turtle backward by distance. Move the turtle, okay, back by distance. I say backward. Backward return and backward by 200 points. Let's mark rest all things as comment. तो forward backward का concept clear कर लेते हैं. Okay, moving forward direction or backward. यानी I just increase the sleep time. ये move forward हो गया, अब backward जाएगा.
हाँ
I
सर.
just had to sleep for some time. ये forward गया 100, अब backward में 100. Backward में कितना दिया हमने?
200.
200. तो बैकवर्ड जाते समय आपको एक नोट करना है कैसे बैकवर्ड जा रहा है. ये अगर ये पहले इस साइड फेस कर रहा था टुवर्ड्स ईस्ट तो उसी साइड फॉरवर्ड हुआ. बैकवर्ड के अंदर फेस तो ईस्ट ही कर रहा है, सिर्फ मूव पीछे गया तो ऐसे बैकवर्ड उल्टा चलेगा, पीछे जाएगा. 200 स्टेप्स लिया इसलिए केम ओवर अगेन बैकवर्ड.
Yes sir.
That was about the basic movement. Now let's look at this. In this case, what I'm doing is I'm saying turtle dot. Okay, that's a small program. Get screen, I get the turtle. Then the speed with which I was drawing was far high. So I'm going to use a method called a speed. I say speed 1. Watch it. मैंने कहा speed 1 चाहिए और फिर ये सारे movements करेंगे. Forward, right hand side, forward, right hand side. या भी ये square draw करेंगे, but not by moving anti-clockwise, by moving clockwise. Then I'm sleeping over here. But point is, we have called a method called as sleep. Uska behavior हमें check करना. What will sleep do? Now we have been running this code several times, but it was running very fast. अभी ये देखोगे ना, तो ये बहुत fast काम कर रहा था. Okay. Yeah, even the square that we had drawn, that was drawn very, very fast. ये जो आपका turtle 1 था, टोटल 3 है, 3 नहीं, टोटल 2 है. इसमें आपने ये स्क्वायर ड्रॉ किया था. दिस इज व्हाट वी डन. फिर ऐसे रन कर लेते हैं, सी हाउ फास्ट इट वर्क्स. ये आ गया. टोटल 2 रन करना. मैंने कौन सा रन किया? क्या बात है, टोटल 2 का क्यों आई है? अच्छा, ये फॉरवर्ड बैकवर्ड वाला था. सी, लेट्स गेट रिड ऑफ दिस फॉरवर्ड बैकवर्ड. अरे 100 पॉइंट्स आगे. अरे क्या होगा, सेव नहीं किया. सेव करते हैं. ये इतने फास्ट काम कर रहा है. And this is the speed that I like to reduce. So if I have to reduce this speed, what will I do? I'll say turtle dot speed. So speed can vary from 1 to 10 in increasing faster animation. Let's do that. अब turtle 3 को run करते हैं and see the speed with which it start drawing the circle. Can you see that? You can also see the movement of that sprite, how it changes. I'll run the code once again. Watch it. 1, 2, right turn, and so on. तो ये फोर्थ क्वाड्रेंट में ड्रॉ हो रहा है. आगे गए, फिर फोर्थ क्वाड्रेंट में आ गए, and so on. So instead of saying speed 1, you could have said speed slowest. My turtle dot speed slowest. That's the easiest way to say. यहाँ हमने line number 21 पे कहा turtle time slowest. Let's do that. It is the slowest speed with which the turtle can move. Now let's change it. Instead of this, I'll say slowest ki jagah slow. So I can say slowest, I can say slow. Otherwise, I'll say 1 or 3. That will improve the speed slightly. थोड़ा सा fast काम कर रहा है पहले से. इससे भी fast चाहिए. तो I'll say speed 6. That's normal. अभी काफी normal मतलब काफी fast है. देखो तो speed ये fast है. देखो और एक बार run करता हूँ. I run it once again. Look at that speed. That's the normal speed. Oh, you want to go ahead with the topmost speed? Say 10 and fast. 6 was normal. Fast है. अभी देखिए कितना fast. Oh, watch it once again. How fast it goes. Watch it once again. ये बहुत fast था. I'll run it once again. इससे भी fast draw कर सकता है. You say fastest. Speed 0. That's fastest. मैं यहाँ the fastest. Even before you could start, it has got over. Watch it. It looks like as if the square was already there. Okay. So various speeds which are there: fastest, fast, normal, slow, and slowest. And these are different speeds with which you can make your turtle control the speed with which the turtle moves. Have you understood this so far? What you have seen? Monica, you said about, you had talked about the sprite in where do you use the sprite?
Scratch program, Coding Genius Workshop.
Uh-huh.
Coding Genius Workshop. Maze game.
Okay. Coding Genius, yes, very used. Let's explore a few more commands now. Now we'll slowly go ahead doing something more. Now here, while that program ran, ये देखो title क्या है इसका? Python Turtle Programming. Watch it once again. Look at the top. Python Turtle Graphics कहता है. And to change the title, I can just say turtle.title my turtle program. And then I say sleep for 5 seconds. There's a sleep for 5 seconds. After that, what am I going to do? I'm going to take the screen, the canvas on which I want to draw. Then I'm going to take two turtle, like my turtle, like your turtle. With two turtle in my past. Not necessarily that we should have one turtle. My turtle speed is slowest. My turtle speed is slowest. After that, I would like to draw a circle. So we have to give the radius, the extent, and the steps. So I start with circle first. I say my turtle.circle 60. Okay, let me comment out the rest of the things. We're going to explore some interesting things now. I'll keep this last command and see what other things I'm doing. So there are two turtles that we have. One is my turtle, other is your turtle. My turtle speed is slowest. And I say turtle.circle and I give the radius 60. So 60 radius का एक circle मेरा वाला है and 100 radius का circle your है. So my turtle also draws a circle and your turtle also draws a circle. My turtle has a radius of 60. Your turtle has a radius of 100. Let's draw these two circles. Oh, this was not the one. My circle radius 60 and your one radius 100. ये दो circles हमने draw किए. Okay. The starting point is the home. So it started from home. Since we had specified home, we have not specified anything, any starting location. So starting location is 100. So वहीं से पहला I draw a circle with 60-degree radius, and you have drawn a circle with 100-degree radius. Now I'll come to this extent and steps later. पहले draw कर लिया. Then I suspend the operation. Oh, one more thing that we forgot to see, the title of the window. Watch it. The title of the window says My Turtle Program. Can you see at the top? My Turtle Program.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and now these two circles have been drawn. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is, I'm going to sleep for 2 seconds. I'm going to say my turtle dot clear, sleep for 2 seconds, and your turtle dot clear. तो मेरा वाला सर्कल भी मैंने क्लियर कर लिया, सस्पेंड कर लिया, स्लीप किया 2 सेकंड के लिए, और आपका भी टर्टल को क्लियर कर लिया. Do it. We are going to draw the circle. This is my circle with radius 60. This is your circle with radius 100. After 2 seconds, I'm going to clear my circle, and then after 2 seconds, I'm going to clear your circle. So that's what we can do. So clear has cleared whatever drawing that you have drawn by using that turtle. So my turtle dot clear will clear what my turtle has drawn. Your turtle dot clear will clear what your turtle has drawn. But suppose I do not plan to use this clear. Okay. And then what I do is, instead, I say turtle dot clear screen. So all the drawings that has been drawn will get cleared, not just your turtle or my turtle. This is far better control. That means कौन से turtle ने draw किया हुआ diagram को erase करना है. But if I say turtle dot clear screen, irrespective which your turtle has drawn, all of them will get erased. Because this is my turtle का drawing. It is drawing a circle. This is your turtle का drawing, and everything will get cleared. Yeah, Baba. Everything has got cleared. And why did it wait? Because we said sleep for 2 seconds and then turtle dot clear screen. Now, the turtles may be at different locations. So I'll not say clear screen, but I'll definitely say go to. Watch it. I say my turtle dot go to 20,500. Your turtle dot go to 200, minus 200. दोनों अलग जगह पे जा रहे हैं. Then I'm saying reset. Okay, the reset all turtles on the screen to their initial state. Okay, let's see. ये एक draw कर लिया, my turtle, then your turtle, then my turtle goes to some location, and then your turtle goes to some location, and then reset. So when I say reset screen, everything has been reset. Your turtle gone, my turtle gone. It is goes to the initial position, which is the initial position when we got the screen. So this is about the turtle dot reset screen. Will reset to the location when we have got the canvas. Pura canvas reset कर देगा. So whatever the scenario when we had created this canvas, it will reset to that particular screen. Now.
So reset
My-
आणि clear same असेल ना?
नहीं. Clear will only clear the drawing that has been drawn by that particular turtle. जिस किसी turtle ने draw किया था. Reset turtle reset screen will reset all the drawings which are present on your screen. Then you will say clear screen वैसा ही है क्या? Clear screen only clears the drawings by all the turtles. Reset screen actually resets the changes that you had made to your turtle. Now currently I have not made any changes to the turtle. I'll show you how to make changes to the turtle. So when you reset that thing, the turtle will get reset. Okay, turtle will get reset means it will come to the default situation. What is the default situation? The turtle shape may be different. The turtle's size may be different. The turtle's line thickness may be different. So everything will get reset to the original state. When I say reset, clear the drawing, but do not change the property of the turtle. Reset will change all the properties and get it back to the default one. Now here, we're saying my turtle dot circle 120, 90. Now before we do that, let's comment this thing out. This is, I get the screen, I get two turtle, we draw two circles. Okay. After this, in the both the previous cases, we had only specified the radius. Now, in addition to radius, we are also giving one more parameter, that is 90. Now 90 says extent. What do you mean by extend? Let me explain it. If this is the screen that we have, watch it. What do you mean by extend? Online guy, yeah. Okay. Your turtle is by default facing towards east side को face कर रहा है turtle. आपने कहा radius is 120. So let me just take a thicker line. आपने कहा radius is 120. तो ये 120 का radius है. Normally the circle would have been drawn like this. ये पूरा circle draw कर लेता. But now when I say extent is 90, यानी अगर ये मेरा turtle 120 तक यहाँ है, तो यहाँ से यहाँ तक 90 के लिए ड्रॉ करे. 180 कहते तो ये ऐसे एक पाई ड्रॉ करेगा. 180 कहते तो सेमी सर्कल ड्रॉ करता. ये कहते तो 3/4 ड्रॉ करेगा. तो एक्सटेंड इज द डिग्री. ये अंदर की जो डिग्री है, कितने डिग्री आप जा रहे हो. तो डिग्री हमेशा एंटी क्लॉकवाइज जाती है, उतना याद रखना जरूरी है. तो आई नाउ से एक्सटेंड एंड हाउ मच इज एक्सटेंड दैट आई गिवन 90 डिग्री. दैट मींस आई शुड हैव 1 पाई. एक पाई चाहिए मेरे पास. लेट्स हैव अ लुक एट इट. 90 डिग्री दिया है, तो एक 1/4 and then I'll sleep for 3 seconds. I draw the turtle once again. ये my circle, then it's your circle, and then ये अभी 1/4 बस 90 डिग्री. 1/4 पूरा पाई कंप्लीट नहीं हुआ है, बट 90 डिग्री जाके वेट किया है. तो यहाँ से स्टार्ट हुआ. It went only till 90 degree, 1 pi. अगर मैं complete करता तो I got a pi as well. The extent was 190. But if I said extent as 180, then semicircle तक जाता. This is mine. This is yours. अब ये half circle जाएगा, देखो 120 का semicircle तक गया. Okay. So now that you have come to semicircle. अगर 360 कहते तो complete circle आ जाता. तो ऐसे 180 की जगह I'll just keep it 90 once again. 90. Now I say my turtle or reset. So what will we do? Delete the turtle drawing from the screen, resend the turtle and set the variable to a default values. तो यहाँ turtle को reset कर रहे हैं. Watch it. This is where I am. This is where you are. And this is where I have gone. Then I say reset. Reset. So delete everything that my turtle has drawn and go back to the original position. That's turtle.reset. ये semicircle हमने देख लिया. अगर आपको 3/4 चाहिए था, तो आप 120 का रेडियस है, 270 कहोगे तो 3/4 का आ जाएगा पाई. That's my circle. This is your circle. अब ये 3/4 तक है और 1/4 and then stop. क्या 270 का है? 270 वैसे ना. Let's do it. This is my circle. This is your circle. और ये 3/4 पे 1, 2, 3 पे रुकना चाहिए. Yes, 3 पे रुक गया. First, second, third quarter. और फिर my turtle will reset. Only your turtle has gone. The other turtle is still there. Now, I say 360. That means draw the entire circle and then reset and then sleep. My turtle, your turtle. Up 360 देखो. And then reset. So whatever my turtle has drawn, the innermost circle, outer circle gone. Your circle is still there. But while you are drawing this turtle, the sprite, as Monica was saying, was an arrow. Change करना है मुझे. So I can just say dot. So if I say dot, and then if I draw a circle using your turtle, I will comment out these two things right now. And with my turtle, I'll draw a circle. I say my turtle dot circle circle. ऐसे मेरे सर्कल चाहिए और 100 रेडियस. बट अभी एक चीज इंटरेस्टिंग है, ये डॉट आया था सर्कल एंड देन आई ड्रा. तो ये डॉट इज व्हाट इट सेड. सो आई सेड माय सर्कल डॉट डॉट. तो draws a dot with a diameter of the given size. तो 50 साइज का एक डॉट ड्रॉ किया. That was too big a dot. So instead of this 50 size का dot, I just say I need a dot of 10. आगे छोटा सा डॉट है where the turtle began. Just to see that in between this dot, I'll put a sleep. So you can see पहले एक dot आया है and that will proceed further. एक dot है फिर आगे proceed हुआ. तो initially वो turtle दिखाई दे रहा है, फिर एक dot है and it has just come and stop over here. It is too small for you to make it understand. So let's say it's 30. You get to see a dot. That's the dot. I thought of changing the background color of the screen. I take a dot of 20. I sleep for 2 seconds. I take the background color as green and we draw a circle of 120 anti-clockwise. ये डॉट है, बैकग्राउंड कलर ग्रीन है. अब हमने एंटी क्लॉकवाइज घूमते हुए सर्कल को ड्रॉ किया. Now I'll say my turtle dot circle minus 120. तो एक क्लॉकवाइज घूम के वापस इट विल ड्रॉ. तो जहाँ खत्म हुआ वही से क्लॉकवाइज एंड इट विल लुक लाइक 8. ये एंटी क्लॉकवाइज पूरा सर्कल, देन नाउ क्लॉकवाइज पूरा सर्कल. It look like 8 I said. And the background of the screen is also different. How did I do that? I said screen dot background. What was screen? When I said get screen, I got the screen. And then we went at creating turtles on that particular screen. So we got this. In addition to that, I'm going to draw a circle once again. But now we're going to specify 3 things. ये तो diameter है. Minus में दोगे तो it will move clockwise. 360 है. That means extend. यानी पूरा circle चाहिए. And then what is this 5? The direction of turtle changes by the amount of extent. ये मेरा extent है. अब ये इससे क्या होता है? Have a look at this. Very interesting. So before you move forward, it will turn the direction to that extent. 5 degree turn करेगा. ये second part हो गया. अब last वाला circle और एक circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. यानी हमने पेंटागन ड्रॉ किया. कैसे? ऐसे सर्कल नहीं चाहिए. सर्कल इज कलेक्शन ऑफ इनफाइनाइट नंबर ऑफ पॉइंट्स. तो मैंने कहा ना ये 150 चाहिए, 360 उसका एक्सटेंट है और 5 इसका स्टेप्स है. दैट मींस व्हेन यू गिव द स्टेप्स, द नंबर ऑफ स्टेप्स दैट हैज टू यूज, you may either draw a regular polygon. Direction of the turtle is changed by the amount of extent. Extent का अमाउंट क्या दिया आपने? 360 दिया. यानी 3 चीजें पास करते हैं हम लोग यहाँ. सिंटैक्स देखोगे, it says radius, then extent, and then step. And we had seen extent means कितने डिग्री से आपको चेंज करना है, कितने डिग्री और वो लाइन ड्रॉ करना है. तो I'm saying degree is 360. Okay. And then I say step 5. तो 5 steps में 360 degree will get covered. 5 steps में 360 degree every time the angle will change. तो मुझे ऑक्टागन करना था, तो आपको स्क्वायर चाहिए था थोड़ी देर के पहले. आशीष सेठ सर स्क्वायर के लिए ना आप ये करो, क्या करो, लूप लगाओ. तो आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू ट्राई टू लूप. लेट्स सी व्हाट हैपेंस. बिना लूप के स्क्वायर ड्रॉ कर सकते हैं क्या? So that's my circle. And then anti-clockwise, clockwise actually. अब स्क्वायर आता है देखेंगे. 1, 2, 3 और 4 स्क्वायर आ गया. Okay. So we can specify the steps. I had said octagon. वैसे hexagon भी कर सकते थे आप. And you could have drawn the squares. Have you understood this basic concept, everybody? So let's have a look at the next set of programs. Watch it carefully now. We have turtle, we have time module, we get the screen, we get the turtle. Huh? Then after we get the turtle, the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to use shape size. So I say my turtle dot shape size 10, 7, 1. यानी इसकी width कितनी चाहिए, इसकी length कितनी है और outline की border की length कितनी है. I say sleep. Okay, and we're going to draw something. So we'll again draw a circle. And again draw a circle. That's turtle 6. Watch it. क्या हुआ? What is this? It is a bat or what? Why did that happen? ये 10, 7, 1 जो कहा है हमने उसकी वजह से. 10 उसकी width है, तो जरा width कम कर लेते हैं, 5 कर लेते हैं. So they understand कैसे change हो रहा है. ये width 5 की. Okay. Then width के बाद क्या है? Length 7 था, तो length को जरा बढ़ा देते 15. So you understand what the length is. ये आ गया length. Okay. और लास्ट को चेंज करते हैं, ये 1 की जगह ये ना width हम लोग 5 रखते हैं, ये हम लोग 10 लेते हैं एंड शेप साइज भी 10 लेते हैं, आउटलाइन भी 10 लेते हैं. आउटलाइन विल नॉट बी विजिबल. आउटलाइन इज अ बॉर्डर का थिकनेस कितना चाहिए. नाउ टू हेल्प यू अंडरस्टैंड दिस आउटलाइन आई विल डू समथिंग मोर. आई विल फिल दिस टर्टल विद रेड कलर. व्हाट विल आई डू? आई विल फिल दिस टर्टल विद रेड कलर. So I just keep this thing aside. Shape size मैं बाजू में रख देता हूँ. ये भी बाजू में रख दिया. So we have a turtle. I am going to give the shape size 50, 50, 20. Fill with red. Sleep is what I'm going to do. So this 20 का मतलब क्या देखिए, border की thickness है. और ये भी एक border की thickness है. I'll just change it. पहले 10 रखते हैं, फिर 20 करते हैं. And we're just going to say fill color red. Fill color red. And we're going to draw a circle. We're going to draw a circle. देख रहे हैं? बॉर्डर ब्लैक है, फिल के अंदर टर्टल रेड कलर से, और बॉर्डर की जो थिकनेस है वो 10 है. ये 10 डजंट लुक नाइस. आपको इसको है ना 1 कर देना है थिकनेस, या 2 कर देना है थिकनेस. तो जरा बॉर्डर की वो जो एरो दिखाई दे रहा है टर्टल, उसकी थिकनेस जो है बॉर्डर, ये जो बॉर्डर है दैट्स ओनली ऑफ 2 पिक्सल. इसको 2 की जगह 20 कर देते हैं. एंड दिस इज वेरी बिग नाउ. 50, 50, 20 बहुत बड़ा बटरफ्लाई है. अरे बट यू कुड प्ले अराउंड विद इट. These are things that we see. Fill size देखा हमने. After that, I say shape is 555. Okay. I say pen color is green. Pen size is 10. Forward chalo 400 and then sleep. Now I want to draw using this turtle. So I take the decide that what's the size of the pen. What's the color of the pen? That is green. What's the size of the pen? So that turtle is, as the turtle goes, you get to see a black line. Instead of back line, I'm going to draw using a pen size of 10. समझे आपकी निप की size 10 है. And go forward by 400 steps and suspend the operations. Let's see now. Yeah, can you see that it has moved ahead by 100 or 400 points steps. Pen size 10 है, that looks bad. Let's take pen size 5. Pen size 5. Yes, ये भी 5 है. So let's make this as 2. But ये line का thickness उतना ही है, 5 pixel का thickness है. that has been done. और इसके अंदर का कलर चेंज करना था टर्टल के, वो भी ग्रीन लेना था, तो you could just say turtle dot fill color, my turtle dot fill color वो भी ग्रीन. हाँ, तो अभी ये पता नहीं चल रहा बॉर्डर क्या है क्या नहीं, बिकॉज एवरीथिंग इज ग्रीन कलर. तो बॉर्डर का कलर चेंज करना था या फिल कलर चेंज करना है, ग्रीन की जगह सपोज मैंने कहा रेड, अंदर रेड दिखाई देगा, तो अंदर रेड है और बॉर्डर ग्रीन है. यू कैन जस्ट प्ले अराउंड. सो नाउ दैट वी हैव डन दिस, I go to the next one. ऐसे शेप साइज ले लिया हमने, फिल कलर येलो लिया है, आउटलाइन कलर साइन ले लिया है, and then my turtle color blue and red. Now when I specify two colors, one is the color of the back line, other is the color that is filled inside. So let's find out पहला कलर कौन सा है. So this is my turtle. ऐसे fill is equal to yellow. ऐसे हो गया. My color blue is the there are two colors that we are specifying now. Color blue, turtle dot color. Earlier we said turtle dot fill color. Now we are saying turtle dot color, blue and red. After we have done that, we are just gonna change the color. Let's not change the color. Just focus on the turtle right now. Turtle देखिएगा. अरे didn't I save this file? Let's run the code. Let it sleep for some seconds. Watch it. There is this turtle that we have now, जिसमें दो कलर आते हैं, blue and red. So the first color that we give is the border, and second is the fill. So instead of using method called as fill color, you could have control over the border color as well as the fill color. Other way to do that is the pen color and the fill color two things. Instead of using blue and red, the first is the border, other is the fill color. I change the pen color to blue. I change the pen size. ये जो pen size है वो 5 and I move ahead by 300 points. देखते हैं ये आ गया and move ahead by 300 points. और गए pen size 5 है, 5 का 50 कर देते pen size. Pick line. That was bad, so I'll keep it 5 and so on. I say turtle dot reset. After I reset the turtle, I say speed is lowest, pen size is 5, pen का color is green, fill color violet है, ये हटा देता, fill color violet है, and using this what I'm going to do is I'm going to play around with it. I say number of turns less than equal to 3, forward चाहिए, left चाहिए, number of turns plus else and fill. ये fill बाद में देखते हैं, else पर बाद में देखते हैं. तो यहाँ क्या कर रहे हैं हम लोग, टर्टल को रिसेट किया, उसका स्पीड डिसाइड किया, पेन साइज 5 लिया, पेन कलर ग्रीन रखा है एंड फिल कलर वॉयलेट रखा है. तो व्हेन आई से फिल कलर वॉयलेट, व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय दैट? ये टर्टल हम लोग ड्रॉ कर, उसके अंदर का जो पेन है उसके अंदर वॉयलेट कलर है, बट ये स्क्वायर पे इसने ड्रॉ कर दिया. Now, I call method called as begin fill and end fill. Now, what will this begin fill and end fill do? I said fill color violet, begin fill and end fill. Now, what will these two methods do? Let's explore. Begin fill and end fill. ये आप ड्रॉ करें, violet color का turtle है, ये आपने enclose कर लिया, or begin field and end field. Okay, we did fill the shape drawn after a call to begin field. I did not save the files. ऐसे कैसे होगा? एक सर्कल ड्रॉ करेगा, एनक्लोज फिगर हो जाएगा तो फिल कर देगा, फिल कर लेगा. So between begin fill and end fill, whatever is the fill color that we are given, using that the enclosed area will be filled. ऐसे fill color red, RGB. Fill color may we specify the color. The color is in various format. Either it can be RGB, so I given red, green and blue. तो ये red, blue, green का जो combination बनता है color का, that color will have. So 56 पे क्या error है? Bad color sequence क्या बात है, क्या बात है? RGB color. Okay, let's go to documentation. See. Color. Let's look at fill color. This is syntax that I given RGB. Which line number is generating error? Line number 56. I'm using the syntax. Bad color sequence. Okay, it does not work. Let us give the hexadecimal equivalent of that particular color. X value for the color. Does it work? Color sequence. क्या बात? Did this work? Fill color violet. Oh, that's working. So there are different ways to fill a color. You violet se fill हुआ. But when I'm saying fill color, we are actually allowed to give the red, blue, green, or the color, the hash or the hex value for that particular color. This you can check over here. RGB. Here. RGB जो है ये जो है 3 वैल्यूज वो वैल्यूज दे रहा है तो यहाँ मैं थोड़ा सा कम कर लेता हूँ यहाँ थोड़ा बढ़ा लेता हूँ और इसको भी थोड़ा सा ये वाला कलर चाहिए समझो वॉट एवर दिस इज द कलर सो आई कुड से 135 170 162 okay or I could use this hash code hexadecimal value representation so we have a choice ये भी ले सकते हैं या ये भी तीन ले for some reason this is not working right now while this is working let's select this color कर लिया I'll get filled with that color of our choice ये आपका जो कलर था यहाँ आपने सिलेक्ट किया यही कलर अब वो डायग्राम में भी आ गया है तो you could select your color either you can specify RGB value or we can give the color code itself directly both the things can be done but this fill color should be you called before drawing the shape to be filled so we are drawing the shape to be filled before that you should call the fill color method so that's how you can fill the color so we begin fill and when we call end field what is the enclosed figure that the shape that the pen has drawn that will get filled up so enclosed area ko ye fill kar dega fill the enclosed color now color कैसे दे सकते थे color string red blue दे सकते थे या RGB1 और RGB2 या red और blue दो color भी दे सकते हैं तो what we do is we take the speed as lowest shape size दे दिया color दिया cyan orange और कहा backward चलो by 200 and then right by 90 now what will happen when I give two color strings तो ये दो कलर कौन से है एक पेन का कलर है और एक फिल कलर है तो ये पेन का कलर साइन है और फिल कलर ऑरेंज है पेन का कलर साइन है और फिल कलर ऑरेंज है let's do that and see तीन चार वायलेट कलर से फिल कर लो and then we are going to do some more operation ये आ गया now while we are doing that operation you should understand what has happened दो कलर दिए हमने cyan और ऑरेंज ये उस शेप का बॉर्डर कलर है ये उसके अंदर का फिल कलर है let me sleep for some seconds एक दो तीन चार that's filled up now look at this the turtle will change the turtle का border is cyan and अंदर वो fill color है now you cyan and under orange you could change colors you can take colors of your choice you can check and then I say turtle backward चलो ये रहने दो बाद में I'll change the color backward now whatever color that this represents ये कौन सा color देखते हैं यहाँ से जो भी कलर बना के हम लेंगे we could take that मुझे कलर चाहिए I take this मेरा वाला कलर डाल दिया listen that's the border color ये उसके अंदर का fill color now this was enclosed area was filled violet जो भी color है Then we show the backward movement. और एक मूवमेंट करेंगे भी ये, तो येलो इस आपका बॉर्डर था, अंदर का वो ये फिल कलर था अंदर का. That's how we could play around with it. In addition to that, let me mark this as comment. Let me comment out this as well. So pen color or fill color की जगह you can just say color and you can give this pen color. This is fill color. Now let's have a look at this. I say go to this location and फिर मैं कहता हूँ go to home and then clear and then sleep. समझा? यानी go to will from the home it will take you to this location. फिर home पे जाएगा, फिर clear करेंगे. ठीक है, वहां से होम पे आया और फिर क्लियर कर दिया. Now that we have seen this go to concept, अब shapes change करके देखेंगे. What Monica was calling as sprite. तो shape का ये basic size है, basic आपका turtle है और ये slip कर दिया. तो this is your basic turtle. Okay, ये turtle आ गया, actual turtle. Watch it once again. This is your turtle that you have. Pay attention here. पृथ्वीराज कहाँ ध्यान है? So that's your turtle that we're drawing. And that's the size that we're given, shape size 30, 33. And you know what 30, 30 and 3 is. Huh? This is the width. तो ये भी 30 कर लेते, that would have look very weird. Border देखो, ये border 30 का आ गया. तो 30 नहीं चाहिए, 3 का width काफी है, border line. I then change it to arrow. That was the one by default. ये पहले ये था, अब arrow. That is the one by default. ये वाला default नहीं था, default थोड़ा अलग है. Then I change it to circle. We can change the shape of the turtle. ये turtle है, then this arrow, and then circle. You want to change it to square. So shape square है मैंने कहा. अपनी मर्जी. Turtle, arrow, circle, square. ऐसे नहीं भाई, triangle चाहिए. Turtle, arrow, circle, square, and then triangle. Triangle नहीं चाहिए, classic चाहिए जो by default देते हैं आप. तो default वाला classic है. We're going to create a game using that turtle. Huh? ये आपका क्लासिक है. That's what it is. तो ये जो turtles है, इनके shapes आप जब चाहे change कर सकते हैं. You can change the shape of that turtle anytime. तो जब turtle create करो, turtle.pen, you can say pen का color purple, fill color orange, pen का size 10, सारे properties एक साथ दे सकते हो. I'll keep the shape as turtle. टोटल शेप रखते हैं. अब यहाँ क्या कह रहे हैं, पेन का पेन में पेन वैसे क्या क्या बता रहे हैं हम लोग. पेन का कलर पर्पल, फिल कलर ऑरेंज, पेन साइज 10 एंड स्पीड इज 2. ये बिगिन फिल कर लिया, सर्कल ड्रॉ कर लिया, एंड फिल कर लिया, स्लिप कर लिया. ऑल द प्रॉपर्टीज वी हैव गिवन एट वन प्लेस इटसेल्फ. That was quite bigger turtle shape. Let's take our classic shape. तो by default classic shape ही रहेगा. I will not change the size. By default classic है. उसकी size नहीं change करते हैं. Okay. Let's run. ये क्या हुआ? अच्छा सर्कल ले लिया हमने. सर्कल 90 एंड फिल कर लिया. 90 का सर्कल ले लिया. साइज क्यों बढ़ा रहा है? पेन साइज हमने ज्यादा रखा है. लेट्स मेक पेन साइज एज 5. लुक एट दैट. फिल कलर ऑरेंज की जगह फिल कलर ब्लैक. किसका फिल कलर ब्लैक है? टर्टल के अंदर का, वो शेप के अंदर का कलर. एंड जस्ट टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट, व्हाट आई विल डू इज I'll take shape size. थोड़ा सा थिक ड्रॉ कर लेते हैं. 30 नहीं करते बट 10 कर लेते हैं. ये जो टर्टल है 10-10-3 का, इसके अंदर ब्लैक कलर है, एक बॉर्डर कलर है, तो बॉर्डर कलर पर्पल है, अंदर ब्लैक कलर है, पेन साइज 5 है, पेन साइज मतलब जो लाइन ड्रॉ कर रहा है, और स्पीड 2 है. ओके, एंड देन वी बिगिन फिल, सर्कल, एंड फिल. तो व्हेन आई से बिगिन एंड एंड, इसके अंदर जो भी रहेगा वो फिल हो जाएगा. तो दैट एरिया विल गेट फिल्ड अप लेटर. पहले ये ड्रॉ कर रहा है, एट द एंड अंदर का एंक्लोज एरिया विल आल्सो गेट फिल्ड अप.
बट सर वो फिल कलर कॉमन है
कहा?
टर्टल
हमने
में भी
दिया है
और
ना, हमने दिया है.
वो अलग
अगर
अलग दे सकते हैं ना.
तो ऐसा करो, इसका शेप थोड़ा और छोटा करता हूँ. 5 by 3, and then after I have done this, I'll say total dot fill color yellow. ये आ गया. अब इसे आपके लिए इसके अंदर और इसके अंदर अलग कलर चाहिए क्या?
हाँ सर.
नहीं, that's not possible because pen is the one that is used to fill the color. तो आपने enclose कर लिया तो उसमें नहीं होगा ये. It will take the same color. A fill color is the same fill color option that is there. एक मिनट, तो यहाँ क्या हुआ, मैंने fill color yellow कहा, तो whatever settings that I have done over here has been overridden by this. This will override that setting. तो ये पेन के बारे में सारा है. तो ये पेन से हम लोग फिल कर रहे हैं ना, तो पेन के टर्टल के अंदर का कलर और पेन के अंदर का कलर विल रिमेन द सेम.
ओके सर.
So that was introduction to basic things before we go ahead doing something more advanced. But that was just to make you familiar with the movement of the turtle. What we are going to do as we go ahead is something like this. We're going to play with this turtle tomorrow. तो हम लोग क्या करेंगे, कुछ ऐसा करेंगे.
The screen is black.
No, I'm not sharing the screen. Hold on. We'll do some more interesting things with the turtle. Turtle 9 का फाइल है मेरा. I'll just show you. So that's what we'll do tomorrow. ये turtle 6 है, तो ये turtle 9 देखते कल. कल कुछ ऐसा करेंगे. We'll do some graphics with the turtle. Okay. Some playing around with the turtle. And here is where we will make use of functions and everything. Enter the initial radius of the circle in centimeters. I got 10 centimeters. Enter the number of circles you would like to draw. मैंने कहा 10 चाहिए, and ये यहाँ draw कर रहा है.
सर वो 10-10 से बढ़ रहा है ना.
Yes. But ये कोडिंग कल देखेंगे हम लोग. We'll look into this thing tomorrow. It's high time now. We'll stop here. I will share only those programs that we have discussed today, and the ones that we're going to discuss tomorrow, I will take. So कल हम ये turtle खत्म करेंगे, and then I'll give you assignment on turtle programming. Today आपका काम बहुत आसान है. You just have to explore whatever we have seen today, nothing else. ये commands explore करके देखो एक बार. You can play around with them. Python programs में turtle. We have seen some examples today. 1, 2, 3. These are the examples that we took today. There you go. I have shared some 5-6 files with you. 6 files. Have you received the 6 files?
Yes, sir.
Just explore them. कुछ on off करके हर एक feature explore करके रखिएगा. So tomorrow when we do some serious stuff using this turtle, some graphics, you should be familiar with the commands. Okay. So on that note, I'll stop here today. See you tomorrow. Don't miss tomorrow's session. We'll see how to lift the pen, how to put the pen. Suppose I'm drawing. The pen is on the paper, it will draw. I don't want to draw, but I want to go somewhere. So I'll lift the pen and then I'll go forward and then drop the pen. All such things we'll see tomorrow so that we can lift the pen. Have you seen that concentric circles I was drawing? I could lift the pen, go up and then draw. I could lift the pen, go up, and make the pen down and run draw. So those additional things we'll explore when we meet tomorrow. And we'll finish with this
Sir,
graphics program.
turtle 5 is missing.
Turtle? नहीं वो नहीं है turtle 5 नहीं है.
Okay, sir.
It's 60 files. Somebody please post this onto our group as well. So with that,
Yes,
we'll
sir.
stop here. See you tomorrow. Take care. Bye bye.